There's a lot of content, newsletters, and influencers on social media that talk about setting goals, but it's hard to know how to actually set a goal without having a framework that you can use to create and to track your own goals. I want to walk you through a 4-step process of setting goals that you can use to actually get to a place that you've never been able to get to before. And step number 1 is to solve a problem. Have you ever been in the middle of a task, mindlessly working on something, and came to the realization that you're not solving a problem? You might not have realized it then, but you were probably doing something that you didn't really even need to do. And this is true in business whenever you look at the hierarchy of employees. Most low-level employees don't have a goal for the business, and they might not even know the goals of the business or of the manager, the CEO, or any other high-level executive because they aren't invested into the company in the same way. Their only goal is personal, and that's to get a paycheck. Some example of goals within a business are to get more customers, become profitable, and to scale and grow. As the owner or high-level executive of your business, you should be able to clearly articulate the goals of your business to everyone within your business. If you can't clearly describe what problem you are going to solve, your employees never will. I work in technology sales right now, and a good example of this is our IT department. They recently made a change to our landing page that enabled customers to navigate our website and to understand what they are looking for, rather than being hit with all this cybersecurity jargon that 99% of people don't understand. This has increased the amount of leads that our company has gotten because it solved the problem of clarity for customers. You should be able to define the problem of each department within a business and be able to tie that into one of the goals of the business. If your job or your department doesn't help to solve a problem, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. And when you set out to make a goal or to solve a problem for your business or for yourself personally, take time to think and to truly understand all aspects of the problem. If you can create your goals extremely fast and with little thought, then you probably aren't creating any goals that will leave a lasting effect. And that brings us to step number 2, which is to create a hypothesis. And there are 2 parts to a hypothesis. What is your desired outcome, and what is required to reach that outcome? Once you have created your goal, you should have a clear understanding to the question, what is your desired outcome? Most of the time, your desired outcome will be the goal itself, to increase sales, boost customer retention, grow to $1 million in revenue, etc. And after you determine your goals and your desired outcome, you then have to ask yourself the question, what is required in order for me to reach this outcome? And depending on your organization and the hierarchy of leadership, the action that is required to reach a specific goal could fall under the responsibility of another colleague. For most entrepreneurs and business owners out there, it is their responsibility to take action on what is required to reach a specific goal. Your hypothesis should give you a clear understanding of what it is that you desire and what it will require to get there. And step number 3 is to take initiative. We are going to call more leads every week. This is your initiative. Calling more leads every week will bring us more sales. This is your desired outcome. Your initiative is the action that you take on what is required to reach your goal. For example, if you currently call on 100 leads per week and your goal is to increase sales, then your initiative should be to take action and increase the amount of leads that you call per week to 200. This is your goal, the input from the initiative that you take and the output of the desired outcome. And these 3 steps are things that you must do in order to begin working towards reaching your goals. But this is just the first part. The second part comes in step number 4, which is to analyze your results. This is where you analyze the outcome after the time frame in which you set the goal. If your goal is to increase sales in the next quarter, then review your data after the next quarter. If your goal is to increase sales over the next 5 years, then review your data after those 5 years, although most people don't have the patience to wait that long. Your analysis should focus on the 2 categories of initiative and hypothesis. Did you take the initiative to do what was necessary and required in order for you to reach your goal? If yes, then great. You either hit your goal or you're that much closer to hitting your goal, or you may not be closer at all to hitting your goal. And that's why it's called a hypothesis. A hypothesis is when you try something and see if the strategy that you used worked. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Successful businesses grow by focusing on one thing at a time rather than a million little things all at once. So how can you analyze and use this information? If the initiative that you took to calling 200 leads per week didn't increase your sales, you need to do one of 2 things. Change your call script or technique and train your sales team to use it, or fire your sales team and hire a young and hungry sales force. The formula of solving a problem, creating a hypothesis, taking initiative, and analyzing the results is used multiple times on a single goal in many organizations before they ever get the desired outcome that they want. There is no one secret or magic formula that can make a business grow. It takes a lot of failures, new things, and trial and error in the beginning of your business before you ever find something that really works. If you use this formula to work towards reaching your goals, trying a hypothesis, and coming up with new ones every time they don't succeed, you will eventually grow little by little until you become one of the biggest competitors in your industry. One of the best practices in business is to have all of your employees within an organization write down this formula and come up with their own answers for the goal of the business. If the overall goal of the business is to help lower class and middle class people become debt-free, then have everyone in the organization write down their hypothesis, take initiative, and then track their results. This will get everyone in the business to think about why they do their job and the importance of why you have them in this position, which builds self-worth and increases the performance of their job. Employees often lose motivation because they don't see a connection between the job that they do and how they make an impact on the goal of the company. It may take more than 1, 5, or even 100 tries before you reach your desired goal. But if you use this formula of solving a problem, creating a hypothesis, taking initiative, and analyzing the results, you will grow your business. So if you learned something from this video, hit the like and the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified anytime that I release a new video. And if you have a goal of growing your business and growing as a leader, then watch my next video, How Leaders Grow Their Business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.